Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and the Black Ice campaign as Italy. And where we left off, we were invading the Spanish once again, and we were starting to expand our bridgeheads quite nicely. We completed a fairly small encirclement in this area, and we were starting to move into some of the other areas of Spain. Now, when we look at their victory provinces, we ideally need to take the centre area here and this southern coastline area here. These are the two sort of major areas that we need to move into. And I think we should start with the north and cut them broadly in two, like so. If we can move into the plains area like this. You know, there's two major plains areas really, and then another one here that are both protected by a fairly large mountain chain. If we can deal with the mountain chain over here and over here, then they should crumble. Now, I'm planning an encirclement in this mountain area, and probably a small encirclement around Zaragoza as well. If we can pull off two encirclements here and here, then chances are we'll easily crush them. And the fact that we're over a longer front now means that their stronger units are actually a lot more diluted, and there are gaps in their line where they're only holding it down with militia and partisans, and very large blobs of infantry. So, yeah, let's put time forwards. I'm moving my motorized units into position as quickly as I can. We did have a shatter just occur, which is a bit disconcerting. In fact, what we'll do is we will... yeah, you can stop moving. We will... yeah, move you over, like so. And we'll get ready to retransport. So we are being counterattacked here, and we have got the money shortage imminent event that's just triggered. That's slightly frustrating. And I assume that's because of the tungsten trade. What we will do is we will cancel something that's not as important. So yeah, that rares one there for 1.2. We'll remove you. Might as well cancel all of those smaller rares, because we're making pretty good buck on our rares trade. And then that will bump our money pretty substantially. We don't need to run such a large amount of energy imports now, so we can cancel some of those. Ideally cancelling with the sort of people that aren't Germany first and foremost. Okay. And I think we'll keep the fuel imports going for as long as necessary. Okay, and artillery unit training. Anything that's 37, we're going to take that off. And yeah, we're going to do some of these techs that are a little bit more important, that are sort of immediate technology techs, and go back over to capital ships as well quite quickly. Right, we're moving you into position. The question is, can you immediately break through? You probably can. Yeah, and that's all infantry. We'll take one infantry and move them as well, and then we'll also support with these guys. And I can see that there's a mild counterattack going on here, but we'll beat it back very nicely. Now that we've made proper landfall, things will start to look up. The thing is, we could make a lot more money if we cancelled some of the oil trades. Like, that's a lot of money to Germany. Getting oil from anywhere, yeah, that US one's not very large. Yeah, it's mainly Germany. You know what, Germany? We'll cancel that oil trade, just for a little bit. Because I really want our production queue to be moving as quickly as it can. And yeah, we're counterattacking that tank division, blowing it away. And we've got a similar plains area over here, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to move with pretty much the majority of these forces once again. Yeah, we're moving out with everyone. And we might as well support attack with you and make sure that that battle goes as quickly as it can. Now I wonder if this will trigger the movement of forces away from the front up here. That's the real question. And then there's plains pretty much all around Zaragoza. If we can do some sort of encirclement centered around that, that would work out quite nicely. And welcome to 2021. I am recording this on, yes, January 1st of 2021. And if you close your eyes, it feels like nothing really changed at all. Those meme videos are coming out thick and fast on YouTube at the moment. Just loads of them. Nothing but weird meme videos. And you know what? We're pushing. We're going. We might as well. And I think we're going to send 2 units south as well in that direction and reinforce it with 1 more. Because partisan units can't hold up against actual divisions. Okay, and another one of our weird militia units. I can't say we're going to keep that militia in there. What I'm going to do with the militia now is I'm just going to delete them and add them into our manpower pool. And yeah, we'll give you a commander. And then we'll wait for the other 3 units to come online here in the next couple of weeks, or next day even. And we've got clear open air in front of us, to which I say we should move into it. And let's move up one of our militia units. Once you guys are all ready, yeah, here we are. Good, more reinforcements. And what we're going to do with all the reinforcements are, they are all going to join us. Nope, not you. Yeah, you're all going to join us in Valencia, and you're going to protect our flank. Right, let's improve and join up all of these units. Perfect. And we can do a transport mission with all of you over to Valencia. Now the question is, can we I mean, we need to win this battle. And we should do. But I'm going to reinforce with a couple of units just to make sure. And then we're going to bring you 2 behind. And make that a level 4 there. And, well, hey, there we go. We've pushed up. Nearly there. Just got to target them where they're weakest, really. Speaking of which, shall we move another 2 divisions in like that? And Batov here is a level 6 commander. Red Army, by the looks of it. Order of Lenin. Order of the Red Banner, yes. And there we go, we've lost the effects of the money shortage imminent thing. Let's reallocate that lovely IC now. I think back into our production queue. And yeah, we've got a pretty sizable amount of units that we still need to get out. But things are looking up. I mean, in 1940, I'm probably going to pick the air focus and really start thinking about moving our air units up. And yeah, they can move quite quickly through the mountains. And once they're set up, it'll be extremely difficult for them to easily hold off. Good, and there's our reinforcements. Including another unit that we can put in here. Now, the question is, we want to take probably some of you that way. And the rest of you, we probably want to take north to make sure that this encirclement goes off without a hitch. And anyone not in the OBE, we're just going to chuck in wherever we can. I don't care at what level they're thrown in. And we desperately need to take this province so that we can finish off this encirclement in Alicante. Go, go, go. Yeah, there we go. Nicely done. Well played. And hopefully they can all move up together. If they attack one side, hopefully the other side won't be as much of a problem. Oh, and there is some sort of little breakage happening here. Oh, we're being counterattacked by a couple of units there, but we've fended that off quite nicely. And we'll leave behind any infantry. Apart from you two, we'll follow up with you. And keep the pressure up. I'm thinking if we can surround them like this. I mean, even if we go over the river, actually, that might be a better idea. Because then we've also got ourselves a river beachhead. I mean, river beachheads are useful. And everyone wants to give us metal because we're hemorrhaging it, but there are worse things. And speaking of worse things, one infantry division is trying to hold us up here. It is actually a proper template. And there we go, an encirclement. Right, we need to make sure that we reinforce it. Last thing we want to do is have I mean, decent general though. The last thing we want to do is have that break down. And then what we can do is we might as well move all of you guys around, and then you can attack from where there isn't going to be a river penalty. Right, we've turned that battle around ever so nicely. We can reinforce it. Although, actually, reinforcing the base of that encirclement might be better. And I think we carry on forwards, actually. Leaving behind, yeah, the two infantry units. And then we send our motorized around. And then once they take this province and this one, then, yeah, it comes down to that one there. Being counterattacked by the International Corps. Interesting on whether or not this is a particularly good option. I mean, they're attacking into plains. And Division HQ advance. Our units are starting to get some actual decent experience together now. And we're going to increase all of the support units while keeping the actual infantry units themselves quite small. Because that'll be the way to play it. Now, I did take the historical option of making smaller Italian units. Although, this battle isn't exactly going as I would want it to. Let's ground attack with these guys. And then over here, let's use you on this function here. We want to I mean, this is almost a diversionary attack. We're going to hold that battle because it's not working. Oh, we got a fighter race. Nice. Doing the Lord's work here. Ardid Ray. What a good name. No, we don't want to do rare trades. Or was that the other way around? That might have actually been the other way around, to be honest. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Do I want to do the militia increase? I mean, probably not, actually. They're already pretty large units, aren't they, some of them? Right, we're on doing 39 level techs all there. We're all up together here. Great, so we can do battleship stuff. And we are losing a little bit, actually, on the old officer ratio, even though we've got 12.98 in it, which isn't so good. Let's reinforce the weakest spots, and then we can keep on pushing out. Right, we are being counterattacked once again, but this time from Zaragoza. Into hills, actually. Might be the better idea. Ooh. Yeah, we could just do this and outflank the mountain position, and then it'd be centered on Zaragoza. This would be a much smaller encirclement than this one, though. So I think we've got to aim for this one. We were still being counterattacked there, and we do have, yes, you that we can move into position, along with yes, the specialized light infantry that are at 42 level. Right, anti-air ammunition. Yep, you're a 41, we'll take you off. You're a 37, we'll finish you. We're going to take a little bit out and put it into the officer ratio and keep that nice and healthy. Money for metal. Yep, we can start changing some of these trades now. Yep, we'll give them rares. This is quite the counterattack that they're mounting here. If we can beat it back. Are they moving out? I think they are, you know. Let's take the 4 of you. And maybe, I mean, you're a specialized. We might as well move both of you into position on the front and then have you move up as well. And then what we can do is we can take all 4 of you and actually move out this direction like we want. Yeah, we're definitely going to win that. This is probably the weakest point, but it's handleable. And there will be getting supply within this little pocket at the moment, but it won't be as bad as it probably could be. And yeah, we'll take another core, we might as well. And I don't want to do specialist training. It's worth checking every now and then if something big comes up. And yeah, into hills. That is a lot more like it. Yeah, because there's an opportunity here just to take another couple of units out of the picture, so we might as well do it. Could unhinge the front up here as well that's centered around this river. In fact, have I got the rivers... does it say what the rivers are? I don't actually know if the game displays the rivers in Spain. Ah, here we go. So the Cinca and the Segre, the Ebro River, and the Aragon River. Okay, moderately interesting. Does it say any others? Ooh, the Guadalquivir. Guadalquivir? The Guardinia, Tajo, Duaro, Sil, Minho. I have no idea if my pronunciations were on point with that. For a minute I thought that said Bastardo. But Barbrasto, which I believe is probably one of these. Oh, or not. Ah, it's this one. Good, good. Move on up. We'll leave one of you behind. And if they want to counterattack into a really stupid position, then I say let them. There isn't a river penalty from Balkans, so that's good. And it might even be worth moving up our marine unit now that things have cooled down a little bit. And Walter! Oh, it's the mighty Walter! Oh, he's gone. Poor Walter. Okay, so the question is, can you guys do a number on this town? With air support, maybe. Or you might even be better moving north. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to move north. And we'll keep them in the current units. And we'll get ready to support attack with these two divisions as well, just to make that an easier battle. Being counterattacked again. They're really determined to hold us back here. Really determined. I mean, we've been at it now for a good few, you know, this offensive's been really going. Or we could surround... Ah, you know what? That's actually a much better idea, isn't it? Don't go into the city. Surround the city like this. Then get even more units. You see? The old noggin. Sometimes the brain, it knows what it's doing. It just takes a while for my, like, brain to actually comprehend sometimes that, like, there are other tactical options at play. And I don't have to do things... stupid. Okay, and we're moving up really nicely over here. Let's keep the pressure up. Immediately go right on ahead with some of our strongest units. And we'll let the infantry bring up the rear. We don't need to rush those guys. Is that a river? It is a river, but it's not being very well defended. And once we start to push our units on up, and we give them some air support, I don't know what's happened to the Spanish Air Force. It seems to have disappeared somewhat. Not going to complain. And I think we would rather stay out of the mountains here and push up like this. Because if we take this one, all we have to do is take that mountain unit area, place, words, thing here. And we can attack it from two directions. So, yeah. And then we'll have caught ourselves a pretty hefty amount of Spanish units. The counterattack is nearly on. throwing things at it. They really are. Like here, for example. But we can reinforce. One unit is not going to break through against that amount of units now. And I almost want to expand the bridgehead in this direction a little bit. With our tanks. Yeah, we might as well. Yeah, that Madrid Defenders unit. They've been everywhere at one stage or another. And Mr. Copy here, he might only be level 3, but, you know, you've got to admire him. Oh, and the Netherlands have joined the Allies. Very early, actually. That means that Germany will be going to down on them in a minute, and I'm going to lose some of my trade. Possibly. And we'll let mountain unit training roll, and we might as well get special forces, and then I'm going to take another 2 points and put them into the leadership pool. And we have ourselves another tank unit, and a decent make-up tank unit, to be fair. The only thing I don't like is the medium artillery, but you know what? I'm not going to muck around with it. It came with it, might as well keep it. Okay, and yeah, we're going to want to move out once again. We're going to want Meze to lead this probably because he is our best commander, and then we'll want to support him with probably the second best, yeah. And then also do a support attack. Yeah, but it is only HQs in there at the moment, which is good. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take, yeah, you... And we're going to move around the city. And we're going to use the support attack function. And instead we're going to ground attack into here. We did have a break somewhere. Yes, that's not very useful. But yes, you guys have moved up into position, which means you can all turn around and smash into this unit and start the surround action. Counterattacked by some of their stronger units once again, disappointingly. But keeping the pressure off this flank as well is good. And then what we can do is, we might as well use all of you on a ground attack function here as well. It does look like we will break through here. It might just be a bit of a slog. We might as well send some of you back in this direction to take out that partisan unit and then solidify our front line. We're at our weakest in a way where we've done our encirclement. You know what I say? I say that battle isn't very fun. How about this one? How about all of you actually go this way? And then we use our planes more for this. Because we've still bagged ourselves a nice little amount of units by doing that. Ah, you can move up. Aha! We might as well just move one unit up just to replace it. Come on. You're also very close. I say we break through now in this area. We gotta sort of move around a little bit everywhere, you know. Do a little bit of everything. Alright, mass assault level 5. Yep, we'll give you rares. Money situation wise, we want to do that one now. Now that we've got rid of those awful modifiers. Nope, self-propelled artillery. We want to keep you going. Might need you for fast divisions. Artillery, there we go. 1941. And yeah, we do want the Supreme Command HQ. And to keep that officer ratio nice and strong. Right, come on, you're not being attacked by anyone anymore, are you? Where have you been? I was about to say. Right, 29 hours. I mean, the infantry unit's going to do it by himself. Reno Corso. I want to say Corsa. Even though it's not a Corsa. But we can follow the river line, capture these units in place. Beating back Sanchez Parades. There we go. Move in. You've nearly got it. Nearly there. Oh, you bastard. Are you joking? I know you've got a lot of infantry. I get it. You've got a lot of units. You're going to throw them into battle wherever you can. It makes sense. Alright, let's take 2 of you that way. We'll move 1 of you back. And we might as well send you to this direction now that we're closing up the Vice. And we caught one of their better units actually here in Alicante. Right, go, go, go. Right, there we go. Right, we don't necessarily need now to do too much up here because we can do it here at this mountain unit. Oh, that's a victory. It's taking us a fair amount of time, actually, to push out. Surely you can go... Apparently you can't. And we got a communist militia unit facing us down, which should be a relatively easy victory. Right, medium fuel tank. So, we're all at 1940. Look at that. All nice up to date. Right, capital ship wise. We want to get the screws and rudder. We'll get dual purpose guns. We'll get all of those going, and then we can chuck the rest into officer ratio. Money for crude. I mean, crude's apparently doing fine at the moment, so no. A couple of rather frustrating counterattacks that are stopping encirclements going on here. Battles that they'll never win that are just being used to delay us. But we'll quickly turn them around, and we've got high popularity, which is good because we can pump more into officers. That's all that matters. Ah, and a motorized unit. Any other tank? Yep, you're a good combined arms commander. We need to do a lot in reinforcement. I think we'll take off upgrades just for a minute, just while we do this. And we can send our ships back, I think, now. Oh my god, words. Words are so hard. The Regina Marina has not done well out of this war. They are the ultimate losers. If you worked in the Navy during this conflict, you've had a bad time. Right, we're immediately going to take you, and you're going to go up. Oh, a new battle commander. Okay, we will take him. We'll definitely take him. And their counterattacks have failed here, just in time for me to surround Zaragoza. And then hopefully we're moving towards Germany still. We will want to, once the war is over, probably join up in the faction, but probably not warfare-wise. There we go. Drifting towards the Axis. I think we've taken the sting out of their counterattacks now, which means a full-on encirclement into the north. Oh shit. Come on. You got this. You don't got this. Really? Tank units. We lost the Battle of... You're joking. What, did they attack without proper support? I could have sworn everyone was in together. Right, small caliber tank cannon. Yep, 41. And does that allow, yes, light armor designs? We're definitely going to want that. Take off that 40 tech. None of these blitzkrieg techs really strike me as being particularly good. Although ground attack efficiency, we'll take that. We're already midway through most of these ones, although that one is worth getting. Superior firepower, yet we will start firepower focus, and I will take a bit out of officers to just start a head start on that one. And our victory against that militia unit will take some time, but we will get there. And we might as well actually use our military police units to support it as well, make it a two-pronged attack. There we go. Now, that's only a partisan unit. we might as well push out with some of our mountain units in this general direction. And start, now that we've crushed their resistance, you know, most of their units are actually centered up here. So if we look at the strength map mode, I'm the Rich Evans of World War II Hearts of Iron 3. I just want to point that out, okay, that I'm the Rich Evans of World War II Hearts of Iron 3 content. I cannot pronounce anything. Words are hard. I don't know what it is with recording myself talk, but I can't talk when I record myself. I just can't do it. Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely crush the Bolsheviks. Helping Finland. Obviously gonna help Finland. And I really want to get this encirclement, because these units, once we've collapsed this nice, you know, bulging whatever, looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Once that's gone, we'll have freed up a huge amount of units, and to be honest, then we can just steamroll, I reckon. We can go full steamroll mode. Yeah, we're punching through over here. We could do with some more air bases, to be completely honest. Are we still... yeah, 16 reinforcements still. Right, come on. Counter-attack. It's one tank unit. Sure, they'll probably have T-26s and you're armed with, well, whatever the Italian army can scrape together, but... should be doing better. Right, another light armor unit. Lots of light armor, actually, which is both good and bad. And I'll need to do a major reorganization once this war's done. There we go, a lot better now. And I can get a little bit more back into upgrades. In fact, we're going to put you at 100. Like so. And then work on upgrades even more. Can only do about 10% of our entire upgrade queue. But might as well do what we can. And I'm going to need to start building planes relatively soon. That's going to be what we're going to be doing. They're sending troops into the pocket, so if they want to do that, they can be my guest. And there's an opportunity to push out here. We're going to take it. We don't want them to have a bridgehead over the river. We might as well counterattack here with all of our units. And yep, our mountain units are in a really good position now. Right, logistical focus, which is under grand battle, is now at 41. And yeah, we're looking back at doing some more warship techs. And we're going to aim for all the victory provinces under the Guadalquivir. That's what we're going to do. Right. Air power. Ooh. Yeah, you guys. Sort it. Sort it out. Ah. There we go. We've got the upper hand now up here. Yeah, just a couple of fairly weak units. Beat those partisans down. And then at that point, we'll have another 4 units within our claws. And it looks like I might need to do a little bit on supply. So actually, we're going to put some on supply quickly. Twin engine gun ability, 1941, why not? You're 39, we'll let you run. And I'm going to do medium armor designs. As much as I don't think I'll be building much medium armor. That's it. I saw it. Oh, Marines! Oh, very good. Okay, Marines are useful. Can upgrade our naval units. You, Carlo Verlincelli, who's... Look at him. He's done a great job. He can finally have Marines. Pump some more into supplies. Res. Money for crude. Yeah. Let's balance the books on that now. Nothing jumps out particularly over here as being required. Might as well start some of those naval and air techs immediately. And there's a real opportunity here now. That partisan unit won't be able to hold up. And there we go. That's a victory. And once we've wiped, what? These 10 units off the map, plus another 4. And then, obviously, all of these down here. I mean, we're already breaking through the front lines with not much trouble. Let's reinforce. Let's actually send you that way. And then the rest of you, I mean, the infantry unit can stay behind. We can take the 4 of you onwards. And then you can keep going. We're closing in on Granada and Malaga. And I wonder if we wanted peace, would they take it? Yeah, it's likely now. Suddenly, all of a sudden, things are likely. You know, the loss of huge amounts of units is making the Spanish start to worry that the war isn't going their way. Funny that. You can stop doing support attack, and we'll definitely move up the other motorized unit. And Army Group Command is actually another decent tech. We're going to have the army in a fairly good state of affairs by the time war starts, I reckon. Not as good as it could be, but we're going to have a lot of very experienced, at least, units with decent commanders, and hopefully that will make up for some of the shortcomings that we do have. They're defending. I wonder if we just kick that, will you stop attacking us? Please? Go away. Okay. And twin engine fighters and things we want to do as well. Carrier aircraft prototype, I'm going to take that off and do naval bomber. And you're a 36 and you're... Yeah, we'll let the 36 ones go. Oh, and they're going for it. Do you see this? This is when the AI knows it can't afford to lose units. And there's an encirclement again. Okay, so let's take our specialist type units. And do something like this. Attack Zaragoza from several different directions. Right, armor strength increase, supports, yep, all of those are good. Infrastructure transport, yep, you're a 41, we can take you off. And we're going to let all of those 39 level ones run. And we're going to get the next level of flying boat. And then we're going to start on our air building frenzy pretty quickly. In fact, we can probably... We're going to have a lot of IC once we've taken out Spain. That's going to be something massive for us. And they've cancelled that counterattack. Who'd have thunk it? And I think that was, yes, the victory in Alicante that we've been waiting for. Germany enforced conquer on Luxembourg. Germany is going for it, and they're already through the Maginot Line in one spot. Let's actually do something like this here. Support on the river. Might as well take that partisan unit out of the game. Right, and we can close the noose now, I think. Somewhat. And we might as well support attack with... Ah, you can't. Oh, there we go. They're already falling back. This is actually a moderately difficult counterattack. Oh, we're painting Spain a nice greeny yellow tinge of stripiness. Isn't it enjoyable? And we can see the impact we're having. They've got a lot of units based out of the capital. Speaking of which, intelligence-wise, we're going to come off military espionage and we're going to start disrupting the national unity. Let's start hopefully bringing that down a little bit. We can use our slightly faster units for this purpose, helping to clean up. There we go. What we'll do is we'll actually leave behind you, and we'll let Meze go out by himself. And let's take the 4 of you over the river and support. Let's see if you can't break over at this point. Oh, we did have a shatter somewhere. Okay, so our infantry and things are now freed up to do other tasks. Let's take all of the infantry units that way, and then let's send all the military police as well up in this direction. Then let's take the mountain units, of which there are four of them, and let's send them towards our front where we're going to need the mountain troops more. And we might as well send you guys up if you can. Rodolfo Graziani is now a level 5 commander. That's pretty good going. And we're looking like we're in a very good position to move into the south now, as well as into the Madrid heartland, because while they do have a fair amount of units left, they are spread out pretty thinly. I mean, they can still definitely give us a bloody nose. But the only reason why they're doing so well at the moment is because, you know, we're still moving units from previous encirclements against them out. Oh, some more techs. Just bridging. Okay. I mean, bridging's a weird one because it's one of the engineer ones, isn't it? Yeah, 1940. We'll take those off because they take quite some time. Flying boat prototype. Yeah, we'll do the single engine fighters, and I don't really want to do CAGs again for now. Have we got any other? Yeah, we'll have some more naval things, won't we? So destroyer crew training, we might as well get that going. And I'm going to call it, I think, probably an episode here in a moment. And yeah, there's our encirclement. And we've caught Konyev. Ah! Not so smart now, are you, you bold bastard? Come on, come here. You had it now. You think you're getting out of this alive? Got another thing coming. Bloody Konyev. Right, reconnaissance aircraft designers at 42, so we'll definitely take that off, and we'll do battle fleet concentration doctrine. And yeah, that's what we call a pretty good battle overall. Let's let's take U4 north, and then we can move up to Granada, Loja, and yeah, like that. We can surround and counterattack. How's that sound? We're right in the middle of the mountain terrain now, and we're pushing through it quite nicely. We're going to be in the plains soon. Right, ammunition capacity, 41. Yeah, 41. That's good going on both of those. And yeah, a couple more units that are not looking so hot. There we go. Victory will be sweet. And Dell'Order Fidanzino is at a max command level, which isn't what we want to see. I was expecting more levels out of some of these guys. We've got a fair amount of commanders that seem to max out quite quickly level-wise. And the majority of their defences are based in and around Madrid. Madrid itself is actually a pretty tough nut to crack by the looks of it. So we will have to probably surround that on all sides. But they don't have a whole lot in reserve now, I must say. Germany's still going ham, but not as crazy good as they could be doing. Right, cluster bomb at 1940 level, and I think I'm going to call it probably an episode here. So thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of the Italy campaign, where we will continue our slow march of progress against the Spanish. As you can see, things are now looking pretty good overall. I'm not going to go for another encirclement, we're just going to go for a general offensive, I think. And I reckon we're still on time for March. I think March is likely as a good sort of end of war time. As long as Madrid isn't an absolute nightmare to crack open, which, you know, it might be. But as long as it isn't, then, you know, we should be able to handle that quite nicely. And hopefully we can disrupt their national unity a little bit, and that'll allow us to take them out a little bit quicker than, you know, maybe I give them immediate credit for. But overall, things are looking pretty good, actually. We're not doing too badly. We're overall upgrading our units quite quickly, and we've got a fairly sizable army that's, while not being 100% the best, is actually overall pretty good. I'm going to switch over to aircraft production for the next year. That's going to be the sole focus of my industry, is going to be aircraft. And we should, as I say, get a pretty sizable amount of IC from Spain once this is all over, as well as tungsten, which will be a relatively useful thing for our Axis partners. But thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing the next episode of the Italy campaign. Thanks again. Bye-bye.